The United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit is a federal court with appellate jurisdiction over the district courts in the following districts: Middle District of Alabama, Northern District of Alabama, Southern District of Alabama, Middle District of Florida, Northern District of Florida, Southern District of Florida, Middle District of Georgia, Northern District of Georgia, Southern District of Georgia. These districts were originally part of the Fifth Circuit, but were split off to form the 11th Circuit effective October 1, 1981. For this reason, Fifth Circuit decisions from before this split are considered binding precedent in the 11th Circuit. The court is based at the Albert P. Tuttle U.S. Court of Appeals building in Atlanta, Georgia, named for Albert Tuttle, who served as Chief Judge of the Fifth Circuit in the 1960s and was known for issuing decisions which advanced the civil rights of African Americans. 11th Circuit Judge Gerald Bard Jofflet is currently the longest-serving federal appeals court judge still in active service, having served since 1975. The 11th Circuit is one of the 13 United States Courts of Appeals. There is currently one vacancy on the 11th Circuit. Current composition of the court. Vacancies and pending nominations. List of former judges. Chief Judges. Chief Judges have administrative responsibilities with respect to their circuits, and preside over any panel on which they serve unless the circuit justice is also on the panel. Unlike the Supreme Court, where one justice is specifically nominated to be chief, the office of Chief Judge rotates among the circuit judges. To be chief, a judge must have been in active service on the court for at least 1 year, be under the age of 65, and have not previously served as chief judge. A vacancy is filled by the judge highest in seniority among the group of qualified judges. The chief judge serves for a term of 7 years or until age 70, whichever occurs first. The age restrictions are waived if no members of the court would otherwise be qualified for the position. When the office was created in 1948, the chief judge was the longest-serving judge who had not elected to retire on what has since 1958 been known as senior status or declined to serve as chief judge. After August 6, 1959, judges could not become chief after turning 70 years old. The current rules have been in operation since October 1, 1982. Succession of seats. The court has 12 seats for active judges, numbered in the order in which they were filled. Judges who retire into senior status remain on the bench but leave their seat vacant. That seat is filled by the next circuit judge appointed by the President. Pro se policies. The 11th Circuit has ruled that prisoners can file anything they want in federal court as long as they pay a filing fee. This is a split with the 10th Circuit, which has ruled that even non-prisoners who pay filing fees cannot file in federal court if they are subject to an order prohibiting it, and that non-prisoners can be incarcerated for filing in federal court without permission. See also, Courts of Georgia, Federal Judicial Appointment History. 11th Circuit, Garcia-Mir v. Mies, List of United States federal courthouses in the 11th Circuit. Notes. References, Standard Search. Federal Law Clerk Information System. Retrieved June 20, 2005. Primary but incomplete source for the duty stations. Instructions for Judicial Directory. Website of the University of Texas Law School. Archived from the original on November 11, 2005. Retrieved July 4, 2005. Secondary source for the duty stations. Data is current to 2002. U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit. Official website of the Federal Judicial Center. Archived from the original on April 24, 2005. Retrieved June 20, 2005. Source for the state: lifetime, term of active judgeship, term of chief judgeship, term of senior judgeship, appointer, termination reason, and seat information. External links: United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit, recent opinions from Find Law, courthouse map links, 33A degree 45 a euro squared 23 a euro cubed N 84A degree 23 a euro squared 25 a euro cubed W.